here not to talk about science and technology, not to talk about UPSC syllabus. Rather, I'm here and they were like, sir, please come up with some last minute tips for UPSC Prelims 2025. So here I am. So don't lose your calm, rather be composed. Hello students, I'm Ritesh Jaiswal and today I'm here not to talk about science and technology, not to talk about UPSC syllabus. Rather, I'm here to give you some last minute tips for Prelims 2025. I know that you are under tremendous pressure. There must be some anxiety also, but I'm here to ease all of these. Because I got many messages on YouTube, comments on my personal IDs, and they were like, sir, please come up with some last minute tips for UPSC Prelims 2025. So here I am, and I have got 10 tips for you, short, simple, and crisp. So one by one, we'll talk about it. The first tip, that there is always easy questions. So if you open the question paper, you might find that the questions are very hard. But remember one thing, in UPSC Prelims, you get 3 categories of question: hard one, moderate one, and easy one. So be sure that easy one is there, maybe on the next page or next to next page. So don't lose your calm, rather be composed, and then just think that, okay, this is a hard portion which came first for me, but in the coming pages, I'll get the easy one. So that's the first tip. Second one, that use elimination and logical guesswork. Don't look for the certainty and perfection. Don't look for the absolute knowledge. You are not playing KBC, right? So always read the question paper, try to use your logic right there, try to eliminate the wrong one, and then go with that. If you get a gut feeling for a particular option very strong, believe on your gut feel and then go with that, right? Now, the third one, that many of you, I'm sure that most of you might have gone through the mock tests, and many of you might have underperformed in mock tests. But remember one thing, mock test is mock and the real is real. And mock and real, still there are differences. So I have come across many students, even toppers, who could never perform very good in mock tests. But when it came to the real examination, they cleared it. They performed very well. So your mock tests results and scores will not be affecting your final performance. Remember one thing, big players always show their mettle in the big matches, right? So that's one thing you should be understanding. Now, the next one, you know that when you are going to write this prelims examination on 25th of May, you cannot add into your knowledge bank. What you can do, you can execute your knowledge in a proper way. How can you execute that? Read each and every part of the question and options very carefully, and then take your decision. Execution should be perfect one, right? Knowledge is there with you. Now it's time to execute. All the questions must be read. You should not be, mismanaging the time that you are left with few questions and there are very short span of time. So try to create a balance. Like a cricketer on the pitch, a batsman on the pitch, you have to calculate the required run rate. You have to calculate how much time I have in my hand and how many questions. You have to create a balance, right? So that you will do. Next one is very important one, that respect the OMR sheet. Don't do any silly mistake out there. Don't do any mistake while writing your roll number into it. Don't do any mistake by filling all the essential information into it. Rather, it is advisable that before you go and write this examination, you are already having your admit cards, roll number. So practice on a dummy OMR sheet so that you can execute well there in the examination, right? So this silly mistake has no scope, no room for that. I cannot expect this from you, right? Anyway, next one, that give CSAT paper your best. You know that CSAT is very important. You need to qualify the CSAT examination. But at the same time, you need to give best of your ability to CSAT. And how can you do that? My advice is that once you have done with the GS paper, don't discuss GS in between. The gap between these two papers, spend the time with yourself. Try to recollect the things. Don't discuss into the GS thing that, okay, this is wrong, that was wrong. No, don't discuss. Rather, maintain your calm and composure. In between, eat something. In between, have some energy drink, right? Hydrate yourself and then go for the CSAT. Give your best. Recollect yourself, right? The next one we can talk about, plan ahead and carry essentials. Essential means you should be carrying your ID card and one extra copy of the ID card, your admit card and one extra copy of the admit card. Pen and pencil should be ready. A water bottle should be ready. A hanky in the pocket should be there. So these small things that make big difference, because if you lag any of this, then you will be feeling a little bit of anxiety, some kind of panic attack can follow. So plan ahead, carry essential, do all the things 24 hours before so that last hours are relaxed. Don't keep anything for the last hour, right? The next one, that's very obvious one, rest matters and sleep well. Try to sleep properly on 24th night, just one day before this prelims examination. Although I can understand, because prelims is the first step and you might be feeling, anxious about it. Some anxiety can come in and you might be awake for a very late hours. But try to sleep, create a environment, dark room, and be with the good thoughts. And if you could sleep, it's all good. But I know that many students won't be able to sleep. But even if you are not able to sleep, then you be with good thoughts, some good memories. Think positive. Read those things where you are already comfortable with. Don't try to rush into mentally exhausting thing. And if you could sleep, it's better. Lie on the bed so that your body and mind both can get relaxed, right? So that is very important thing. If you have slept well, your brain is going to function properly. Optimal performance would be there, right? The next one, that hydrate and breathe in the examination hall, because many a time there would be kind of, panic, there could be anxiety, and then you can outcome all these things. You can outcome all these things by sipping a small amount of water in between and by doing deep breath while you are reading the question paper and while you are, reading the options. You can breathe deep. There is nothing like you have to meditate out there. But yes, you can hydrate yourself, you can breathe deep so that your anxiety level is always under control. And once anxiety level is under control, you will be able to perform well. Your brain will function 100%, right? One more, the last tip I can give you, that focus on your efforts, not on outcome. Follow Gita. Karmane vadhikaraste ma phalesu kadachana. We should do our duty and that's it. The outcome, the fruit that will come, it will follow, right? So it should not be that thinking, okay, what will happen next? What kind of thing I'm going to see in the future? No, just focus on that moment and perform your duty, put your 100% effort on that particular minute and that particular hour. You get my point? So these are the 10 tips that I could give you. And one more thing I can tell you, that is the bottom line. If you come across and if you realize that question is very tough, then believe me, the question is not tough for you only. This question is tough for everyone. You also have studied for years. You have studied for one complete year or 1.5 years and 2 years. Every candidate who are serious, they are at almost at the same level. So paper is tough, it's tough for everyone. If paper is easy, it's easy for everyone. So there should not be like the paper is hitting especially on you itself. No, it's there for everyone, right? So these are the tips I wanted to convey, I wanted to give, and I'm sure that you all are going to perform very well. So all the best candidates, do well in the examination, and we'll certainly see and we'll certainly meet for main examination guidance program and for interview guidance program. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.